There's a level of commitment that makes people look at you and feel uncomfortable. Today, I'm revealing exactly how to attain it. Have you encountered the anomaly? That individual who operates with the precision of a clock. They launched a new venture last year, and they are still working on it. They set a difficult goal, and you never hear them complain, only see them execute. While the masses are trapped in the endless cycle of resolutions and excuses, this person simply shows up. And people whisper about them. They're inhuman. They have no balance. There is an unbreakable, ancient principle called the iron will system that creates this terrifying focus. Once you understand its 3 pillars, you will never abandon a goal again. But there's a serious catch. This system isn't for the casual observer. It requires the deliberate, permanent dismantling of your old self. But before I show you how it works, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and comment below with the biggest goal you failed to stick to last year. This small action proves your commitment to change. Let's begin. The story begins with a talented marketing executive named Mark. He had the brain, the contacts, and the ambition, but he had a fatal flaw: inconsistency. His cycle was always the same. Monday brought ambitious planning. Wednesday brought mental negotiation. Friday brought surrender. Sunday brought renewed yet empty promises. Nothing worked. He was fighting the internal architecture of his own mind until he discovered the principle that allowed the Roman legions to conquer the known world. The legions understood that a soldier who is thinking about retreat has already lost. Your brain organizes actions into 2 categories: flexible and non-negotiable. Mark stopped making private promises to himself and created irreversible commitments. He wrote a public contract. I am a successful writer who produces 500 words by 6 a.m. every single day for 100 days. He signed it and posted it online. Every person who saw it became the cost of failure. The pressure of social identity made giving up more painful than continuing. Even with social pressure, Mark still fought a daily battle. His body only cared about comfort. That's when he implemented the 2nd pillar, the non-negotiable slot. We waste immense mental fuel on the same stupid question every day. When will I do this? Mark chose 6 a.m., not because it was optimal, but because it was eliminating every possible excuse to delay the moment. The first 2 weeks were a grind, but by the 3rd week, his body began preparing for the ritual. He stopped deciding to do the work and simply started moving. Mark's next mistake: though the time was fixed, he kept changing the content. His brain found a new loophole. It stopped arguing about when and started arguing about what. The 3rd pillar is the seamless practice. You think variety keeps things interesting, but variety is where consistency dies. Mark locked it all down. 500 words of dedicated book draft, same chair, same music, every single day. His 100-day period of identical repetition. By week 6, he was halfway through his 500 words before his conscious mind even registered that he had started. Consistency isn't about willpower lasting forever. It's about repetition until willpower is no longer needed. Day 50, Mark got the flu. Day 65, he had an early flight. The lie of all or nothing kills more consistency than laziness ever could. This thinking creates gaps, and the gap is where your old self crawls back in. A river never stops flowing. Even during a drought, it's a trickle. The moment it stops, it is no longer a river. On his travel day, Mark landed at 5 a.m. He wrote 50 words on his phone in the taxi. Nothing was perfect. Everything maintained momentum toward the goal. That's when people started to notice. His friend said, "Your consistency is frankly frightening. You are not striving for normal results. You are striving for the unbreakable. Your boss holds you late. Your child gets sick. These are consistency killers because you haven't pre-decided how to handle them. When an obstacle appears, you have to make a decision under stress, and your brain always chooses the path of least resistance." Mark wrote down every obstacle that had ever broken his consistency and pre-solved each one. When X happens, I do Y. No thinking, no debating, just execution. This stops you from wasting mental energy on decisions. Day 100. Mark completed his contract. His friend said, "Your consistency is scary." His response, "Good. Because when your discipline makes others uncomfortable, you are operating at the level of the masters. You stop being someone who tries to write and become someone who is a writer. When you implement the iron will system, the identity shift, the non-negotiable slot, the seamless practice, and pre-decisions, you are not just creating habits. You are undergoing a fundamental transformation. You stop asking, "How do I do this?" And you start realizing, "I don't do it. I am it." The question remains, are you ready for the death of your inconsistent self and the birth of your unbreakable self? If this video changed your perspective, subscribe and comment below with your new public declaration. The consistency that frightens others is the only consistency worth having.